outcome for some women may be linked to their choices and standards. If certain behaviors continue, similar outcomes might become more common. And this next one is disturbing.
You do career-wise?
Nothing.
So you don't have a career?
Mm-mm.
So what's your goals for the future?
I want to be a housewife.
How?
A housewife?
Mm-hmm.
So you basically want to do nothing. You just want to live off somebody else's money.
Basically, yeah.
What?
You serious?
Yeah.
Why don't you have any goals for yourself, though? That is
my goal.
That's not attractive at all, though.
That's my goal. To be a housewife.
So you don't have no goals for the future. You have no career. And you want to be a housewife. I don't even know why we still sitting here, because it's not happening with me.
It's not. Why?
What you mean, why? Why would I just let somebody be a housewife, especially a woman who's not even telling me nothing about herself? How is that okay? That ain't about to be me, so you can get the f out of my car.
Oh.
Because you're a gold digger.
Some people might view being a housewife as a valid choice. But in this case, the woman's motivations seem to be driven by exploiting her partner's wealth rather than a genuine desire to care for the home. This might be seen as opportunistic or manipulative. The partner's decision to end the relationship could be seen as a response to these motivations. This is just disturbing, but this next one very disturbing.
I'm going to tell you about a friend that went out with a single mom of 3 the other night and how this backfired on him. So let's call him X. His name is X. X goes out with the single mom. He's very excited. What does he do? He brings her flowers against what I recommended him to do. He went against my suggestion, and he brings her this big bouquet of flowers. He's so excited. I said, okay, but... So he does that. They go out for a nice dinner. He asks her out. He takes her for a nice dinner. He was having an amazing time. Amazing time. It was going great, going just the way he thought it would. And everything's great. And the meals come on time. And she's looking at him and looking at him. They're getting along. They're building connection. And then the check comes. He pays for the check as he should. As he should, y'all. And as the check comes, she asks him, wait, do you mind if we get my kids' food as well? They need some when I come back home. So he says, okay. He agrees. He agrees. And not only does she say, he's expecting, oh, maybe some chicken tenders, something like that. But no. This was a nice place. So he was already daddying for the evening. What does she do? She gets 2 big chicken linguine dishes to bring home for her 3.
When dating a single mother, some people might prioritize practical support over romance. The single mother might be seeking help with responsibilities, financial or otherwise. If the partner isn't aware of this dynamic, they might feel taken advantage of. Clear communication about expectations can be crucial in such relationships.
Talking to this boy one time. First time he blinked, he said communication is key. He doesn't have time for it, all right? He told me from the jump, I cannot read your mind. If you're mad, say it, okay? One day he pissed me off, dropped me home, texted me all like, are you okay? The energy seems really off. I didn't respond. Then he texted me again, didn't respond. He called me like 3 times. I'm looking at the phone, I'm not answering. The next day, he called me 2 times in the morning. I didn't answer. Same speed, he texted me, so you came into my life to do weird. LOL, I don't even play. I told you that. Stay blessed. I said, I've been blocked on everything ever since. I tried calling from a text-free number. He said there's nothing for us.
This situation seems to involve differing expectations in a relationship. The woman might have anticipated ongoing pursuit from a guy, while he reassessed his own worth and priorities. He chose to end the relationship, possibly feeling disrespected or undervalued. Some people might struggle to understand why certain behaviors or attitudes are present in relationships, and communication can be key to avoiding misunderstandings,
Oh, he was a good provider. And you cheated on him. Okay?
You throw it in my face.
Excuse me?
You're throwing it in my face.
No, see, a funny thing is listen what she just said, throwing it in her face. Ma'am, it's just what it is. So y'all don't have...
But I feel like you're throwing it in my face.
Are you being serious? I don't know you, lady. You're the one that cheated, not me. Okay, and see, this is what I mean. 43 years old, financial diva. All right.
Yeah.
If you're this emotional and temperamental, good luck at
She's deflecting blame, saying, "You're shoving it in my face." But really, she's avoiding accountability for her actions. By pointing out the pattern of behavior, she's forced to confront her own guilt and fear of admitting fault. What's your take on this? Let me know in the comments below.
If you are sexually active and you know that you have an STD, then you need to inform people of that. Because when you don't, and you infect that person, you are changing their life forever, and they are making a decision that they do not know. Like, this shit is going to change the rest of my life. And there's nothing I can do. And I'm embarrassed. And I'm humiliated, and I feel so stupid. I feel so stupid for letting someone take advantage of me in a moment of weakness. But I did not consent to this. And I'm going to get justice for myself.
The situation highlights the potential risks and consequences of casual relationships and hookup culture. Some people might view these types of relationships as lacking emotional intimacy or stability. Being more discerning about partners and taking the time to build connections might help avoid certain negative outcomes.
I'm just having a really hard day and try to get ready. If you hear something or an update about your ex, send it just you.
I could have married a lot of the people that I've dated.
Okay, I turned 40 this year, and I've never been in love. I've never been in a relationship.
Struggling financially, being alone, having no one there to talk to as you age, no kids.
And I always thought I would have kids. I thought I would be married by now. And now the closer I get to it, and I'm scared. I don't know.
I didn't think it would be an issue. I'm 32 years old.
I'm 53. I would like to think that I'm still young, right?
The fact that you're 40 and single, still with no children, and now you find out that she's 8 weeks pregnant, and you so want to feel happy for her, but inside you feel so sad.
Happier when they are single.
I'm in a stage of life where I'm watching all my friends get married and have babies.
The video highlights examples of certain behaviors or attitudes in women, and the creator chose to keep it concise. The point being made is that if some women continue to hold certain beliefs about marriage and relationships, they might end up in similar situations as the ones featured in the clip. If this behavior is bad, watch the next clip where she leaves her husband to become TikTok famous.
She's worth $12 million, but now in one move, she's going to lose half of her money. How this happened was Bella revealed she was secretly married to her boyfriend Tyler for the last 3 years. She caused many rumors online saying she got married secretly just to get American citizenship. That's because Bella was born in the Philippines and only moved to the United States when she was 13 years old, so citizenship was in question for some people. That complaint is completely false, where she was given citizenship when her parents adopted her and even served in the US military. Marriage was instead something she just did by her own choice when she was 21, but now it's going to cost her big because she doesn't have a prenup. Bella does live in the state of California, where the policy is a 50-50 divorce on all assets and income that came after they were married. It's not a policy that works for Bella because she got married in 2019 before she was famous, meaning she'll have to give up half her assets in the divorce. Which means her husband Tyler, who the public knows very little about, should be able to get $6 million as a divorce as well as something much more valuable. And that's that he could get half of her TikTok and social media if these are determined as business assets. He'll also likely get alimony, which is something 400,000 Americans receive, but only 3% of them are men. Big lesson is get a prenup, and with that, I'm Charles Perala. I hope you learned something.
The situation involved a complex set of circumstances, including the reasons for the divorce and the wife's social media presence. Receiving attention from others, including famous people, can potentially create tension in a relationship. Some people might view excessive attention as a challenge to maintaining a healthy marriage.
I don't like when men know how to cook.
What?
Because why do you know how to cook? That's a problem.
What are you supposed to do? Eat TV dinners? Eat out at restaurants? Fast food all the time? You want him to be sick because all he doing is eating out all this crazy stuff. or you want him to be broke. So if you're not a cook, baby, keep cooking.
The situation might be making her feel insecure about her own skills or abilities. Seeing someone else excel in a particular area, like cooking, can trigger feelings of inadequacy. This might lead to jealousy or defensiveness. What's your favorite takeaway from today's video? Share with me in the comments. If you want more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Have a question or topic you'd like me to cover next? Let me know in the comments below. Don't miss out on future videos. Subscribe and press the bell icon to get instant notifications. Till then, bye.